Syadvan, and to the great Jinwani, which is coded in Syadvad and Anekantvad. Yes, dear friends, how are you all? How are you all doing?
Doing good.
Good, ma'am.
Yeah,
Good,
fine,
ma'am.
fine, good, ma'am.
All good. Ram sir, US la irukringla?
Like yesterday, back to Chennai, ma'am.
Back to Chennai, back to Pavilion.
Yes.
Okay, okay.
Is it raining in all your areas?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah. Heavy rain, heavily.
Yeah.
And
3
a lot of
days rain forecast.
on and off power cut also.
3 days rain forecast. Severe depression in the Bay of Bengal.
So no college tomorrow.
Classes, exams are from Tuesday. Yesterday's exam they did not take. They'll take it on 28th.
But
And,
university will be closed tomorrow.
No. I don't know. Government, see, university is never closed. University is never closed. Schools and colleges, government will declare holiday. University never declares a holiday. It's up to the departments to take a call. University departments will be functioning. Yes. Karambat Paryay over. Everybody, journal writing 1 and 2. Journal
I
writing.
finished for paper 1, ma'am.
Paper 2. See, I can see on my mail, who all are sending their assignments to the journal, Moodle. So Moodle reports to us on mail, so and so, etc., etc. Yeah. So shall we start the class today? We have to do a new paper.
Yes,
and that is our, I hope you all have got this book. Param Bhav Prakashak. Param Bhav Prakashak. The revealer of the Param Bhav. The Naya Chakra by the great Hukam Chandji Bharil. And there are around 7 chapters in this book. First chapter is about introduction. What is the need for Naya? What is the general nature of Naya? How important Naya is and how many are the Nayas? Second chapter gives you the detailing of Nishchay and Vyavhar Naya. Third chapter gives you the detail of Dravyarthik and Paryayarthik Naya. Fourth chapter talks about Nayagam Adi Naya, 7 Nayas. Fifth chapter talks about the 47 Nayas. Sixth chapter talks about Saptabhangi. And 7th chapter talks about Anekantvad and Syadvad. So what is in your syllabus is chapter 6 and chapter 7. Chapter 6 and chapter 7, that is from page number 406 to 438. Around 30 pages, 32 pages. Okay, that is the portion for your third paper, along with 2 more books, Kal Chakra and Aap Kuch Bhi Kaho. So I request you people to do the Kal Chakra and Aap Kuch Bhi Kaho and take some sessions over here. Anybody is interested can come and do. Aap Kuch Bhi Kaho, read the story, tell the story over here. In 5 minutes, give the outline of the story. Okay, how many stories are there? That many people can come and do the storytelling. And Kal Chakra, anybody is interested can come and teach over here from that book. You don't have to give the details. You have to tell this there in the book. In one class, finish the whole book. Not to teach, but you have to tell in this page, this is there, this is there, this is there, and highlight a few points. This is a self-study, those 2 books are self-study. If you want, I can take that book, those 2 books, but I want you people to do it. Okay, so I'll just facilitate, help you. Now, regarding this big fat book, how many pages? Around 400 pages, my God. The first lesson, you are going first and second lesson, you are going to study in the 3rd year in Naya Chakra guidebook. Very beautifully, you will study over there. Then in the 4th year, you will study about the 3rd chapter, Dravyarthik Naya, Paryayarthik Naya, Agam logic. Then the 4th chapter, 7 Nayas, you will study when you do Tattvartha Sutra. Next upcoming years, you will have Tattvartha Sutra. There you will do the 7 Nayas. Then when we do Samay Sar Anushilan, there we can cover up these 47 nayans. Okay. So that's how the portions of this book will be divided over a few years. Okay, dear. So now we will do the 6th and 7th chapter. Before we do that, I'll request you all to take the Mangala Charan of this book. Very, very beautiful Mangala Charan. We will take it up. And I have some things to say. Then I will, rather I can say those things and then take the Mangala Charan. Okay. So all of you will note down. They are not there in your book. You will note down. What is this that we are going to study? Okay. So write down the 3 principles of Bhagwan Mahavir. Ahimsa, Anekant, Aparigraha. Write the English parallels for it. Shobha madam, can you tell the English parallels for this? Ram sir. Why I'm telling? Because they have done MA Jainology, they have studied all this, they can tell. I don't know about the others.
Anekant is multi-pluralistic views, ma'am. Ahimsa is non-violence. And Aparigraha is non-possession.
Okay, good. I'll give Shobha madam 80 out of 100. Write down. Ahimsa, non-violence. Anekant is non-absolutism. Anekant is, one word is non-absolutism. Not absolute point of view, but looking at it from multi dimensions. Not multi-dimension, it has multi-dimensions, so that many viewpoints. Anekant simply means non-absolutism. Not to have absolute viewpoint, to have relative viewpoints. And Aparigraha has 2 connotations, non-possession and non-attachment. You may possess everything, still be non-attached. You may possess nothing, still be attached. So Murcha is called Parigraha. Verily, attachment is Parigraha. No attachment, no Parigraha. Okay, dear. So non-possession, non-attachment. Now, you have to tell me, out of these 3 principles, generally, if we are not studying Jainism, you ask anybody outside, which is the most important of these 3? What they will say? General understanding of these 3. What we've understood before we...
Ahimsa.
Very good. We all understood Ahimsa, Paramo Dharma, Ahimsa is supreme religion. No doubt about it. Okay, but how will this real Ahimsa manifest in our life? Only when Anekant is there. Understood? If Anekant concept is not there, concept or principle is not followed properly, Ahimsa also remains a utopian idea. It remains only in our mind, but not in our life. So for me, Anekantvad is more important than Ahimsa, and Aparigraha is the fruit of these 2, application of these 2. Aparigraha also means desirelessness, which is a state of the soul or the mind, which can be experienced only Vitarag Bhav is there. Vitarag Bhav is Ahimsa. Ragadvesh is Himsa. This we are going to study in Purushartha Siddhi Upaya. Very beautiful text. Okay, so how will this Vitarag Bhav come in life? Only when you know the reality, when you know the Atma, applying Anekantva. Clear? Am I loud and clear? Ahimsa, Anekant, Aparigraha. So Anekant is in the middle. Only when Anekantvad is there, Ahimsa is there, and the fruit of Anekant, Aparigraha is the resultant. Okay, so Bhagwan Mahavir sitting on the highest pedestal of the Samavacharan, he did not preach to you that forgive your wife, do charity, do this, do that. What is that divine thing that he preached? What is it that he wants us to realize and liberate ourselves? So that core philosophy of Bhagwan Mahavir, we are going to study in this paper. And we have one small book also, Anekantvad Syadvad, which is nothing but the 7th chapter of this book. 7th chapter of this book. Okay, first point. Now come to the second point. First, Syadvad. What is Syadvad? That also I'll tell you. Now write down. 4 Anuyogas. You all know the 4 Anuyogas, no? What are those? Who will tell me? Who will tell me?
Karman Yog, Prataman Yog, Charanan Yog, and Dravyan Yog.
Can you tell in order, dear, that we have taught you?
Dravyanu Yoga.
No.
Pratamanu Yoga, ma'am. Pratamanu Yoga.
Prathamanu Yoga.
Prathamanu.
Second one
Karanan Yog,
Charanani Yoga,
is
Dravyanu.
Dravyanu Yoga.
Last one, Dravyanu Yoga. 4 Anu Yoga.
You all don't deserve 1 plate each. I'll give 1 plate, all of you eat little. All giving little answers. 1 person can't give the full answer. Yes, first is Prathamanu Yoga, then comes Charananu Yoga, then comes Karananu Yoga, then comes Dravyanu. That is the order in which we have taught you. Now, the topic that we are going to study comes under which Anu Yoga? It comes under, sorry, only when this Anekantvad Syadvad concept is applied, the Dravyanu Yoga will be understood perfectly. Understood? So, Dravyanu Yoga ko foundation is this principle of Anekantvad and Syadvad. Okay, because everything, Dravyanu Yoga is abstract philosophy about Nishchay, Vyavahar, Atma, and all Dravya, Tattva, everything comes under Dravyanu. And all these have to be understood from, they are all complex. They are all complex realities. Jainism is a realistic, pluralistic philosophy. It believes in multiple reals, and multiple means plurals. Okay, realities. And then you have to understand them through the tool of Anekantvad Syadvad. So that is Dravyanu Yoga. Only when you have the Dravyanu Yoga, your Charananu Yoga will be right. Only when your Charananu Yoga is right, your karma will get cancelled, Karnanu Yoga, which is measured through Karnanu Yoga. And then you become a celebrity in Prathamanu Yoga. Your greatness is celebrated through Prathamanu Yoga. So understood what I'm trying to say? The foundation of the 4 Anu Yogas is the principle of Anekantvad and Syadvad. Clear? Okay. So next one. Write down the 5 branches of philosophy. 5 branches of philosophy. You have first is Jnana, Tattva Mimamsa, that is metaphysics. Then you have Achara Mimamsa, ethics. Jnana Mimamsa, that is epistemology. Tarka, that is logic. Saundarya Shastra, that is aesthetics. Saundarya, beauty, the study of beauty. Then you go to Google, 10 branches philosophy, 7 branches philosophy, 8 branches of philosophy, 5 branches of philosophy, you will get this matter. Then you have political science, axiology, theology, all these things also later on added to philosophy. But these are the basic. Now, write the names of the 9 Indian schools of philosophy. Can Shobha, Malar and Ram tell?
Sankhya
Can I say,
philosophy.
ma'am?
I want
Can I
in
say,
order.
ma'am?
I want the order in which you have studied.
Yes, can I say, ma'am?
Kaun bol raha hai?
Guna.
Yes, Guna madam. You can also tell, madam. Sorry, I just skipped. You are quite
Charvak,
good.
Charvak philosophy.
Hmm?
Can I
All
continue?
of you note down. Charvak.
Then we have I know,
Jaina, Bauddha.
Jainism, Buddhism, Nyaya, Vaisheshika,
Slowly,
Mimamsa,
slowly. They are all writing slowly. Nyaya,
Vaisheshika, Mimamsa,
Vaisheshika.
Mimamsa,
No, Sankhya,
Sankhya, Mimamsa,
Sankhya
Um,
Yoga.
Okay, sorry. Yoga, Mimamsa, then
No,
Vedanta.
Purva Mimamsa, Uttara Mimamsa.
The Purva Mimamsa is Vedanta, woman.
Uttara Mimamsa is Vedanta.
Okay, sorry.
Purva Mimamsa is the Vedas.
Vedanta.
The tail end of the Vedas is Vedanta.
Vedanta.
So how many schools you have? 9 schools you have. But if you take the Shad Darshan of Hinduism, they will exclude Charvak, Jainism, Buddhism. They will concentrate only on these 6. Nyay, Vaisheshik, Sankhya, Yoga, Purva Mimamsa, Uttar Mimamsa. These are the 9 schools of Indian philosophy. Indian philosophy. Okay? Out of these 9, the first 3 are termed as heterodox. That is Nastic. And the last 6 are termed as orthodox or Astic. Now, what is the meaning of Astic over here? Those who believe in the Vedas, simply. Those who reject the authority of the Vedas are called Nastic. So it was a very, very narrow definition of Astic, Nastic. But are you and I Nastic? So now you take Christianity and Islam also. They believe in God and all these kind of things. So according to this definition, even they are Nastic. But Christianity, Islam, you can't bring them here because they are religions. They are not philosophies. When you take the world religions, there you don't have Charvak. Now, what is Charvak? Charvak is the most popular philosophy, which says, eat, drink, enjoy, make merry. There is no God, no rebirth, no karma, nothing. Once the body is reduced to ashes, nobody comes back to enjoy, comes back to experience the fruit of it. So all these are, imaginations by idle people. They rejected all the 8 schools of philosophy. And they said, Runam kritva gritam pibet, yavat jivet sukham jivet, bhasmi bhutasya dehasya punaragamanam kutaha. Even if you have to take run matlab debt, कर्ज, घृतम पिबेत, drink ghee and eat, drink, enjoy. Runam krita yavat jivet sukham jivet. As long as you live sukh se. Enjoy. Bhasmi bhutasya dehasya. Once this deha is reduced to bhasma, that is to ashes, punaragamanam kutaha. Bhasmi bhutasya dehasya. Where is punaragaman? This is in nutshell the Charvak philosophy. It believes only in pratyaksh praman. What they see only is real. What they don't see is not real. And all the 8 schools have criticized this school. Criticizing of one school by the other is called khandana. And upholding their philosophy as right is called as mandana. So this khandana mandana went throughout for more than 2000 years in the soil of India. And that is why we have so much of philosophical literature in Sanskrit, in Prakrit, in Pali, and Apabhramsh, and so many languages. The core philosophical thought of India is there in these philosophical texts. Now come to Jainism. Now I'm not going to teach you Jainism, Buddhism, Nyaya, Vaisheshik and all that. What I'm trying to say is the metaphysics, the ethics, the epistemology, the logic that all these 9 schools practice is different. Okay? The pramana, the meta ethics, not ethics, the epistemology, praman of Nyaya is different from Vaisheshik, from Sankhya, from Yoga, everything. Koi do praman, vagara, like that. Now, if you take all these schools, we have 3 prominent schools. One is Vedant, one is Buddhism, one is Jainism. Vedanta philosophy says, Aham Brahmasmi. Brahman alone is real. The Nirakar, Parabrahma, Sachidananda Swarupa, consciousness, that only is real. It is being. Okay. There is no becoming. Any change that you see is only an illusion. It is not real. Only this is real. On the other hand, Buddhism said there is no permanent reality. Only change is real. Every moment change is happening. The candle that is burning every moment, the flame of the candle is different. So they said becoming is real. So becoming means parinaman is real. And Vedanta said Nitya is real. Jainism said, or Bhagwan Mahavir said, or Anekantvad says that reality is complex. Parinaman and Nitya coexist in that complex reality. You need the tool of Anekantvad, Syadvad to understand that complex reality. So it was like a reconciliation of all the philosophies. So Jainism has no problem with any philosophy. But all philosophies, they mistook Jainism and they criticized Jainism and they said, Shankaracharya, he said that the Jains are mad people. They don't know what they are telling. Sometimes they're telling maybe yes, maybe no. So this word syad, you have this word syad, he understood it as maybe, perhaps. He did not understand it correctly and he criticized it. And he criticized the Anekant. You understood? Because he had an agenda to promote the core Vedanta and unite all the Hindus across the length and breadth of India. So whoever came on the way, he kept on thrashing them. Understood? That was his agenda over there. But just yesterday, Shobha madam told me something. I will request her to repeat that. You told no, madam, Anekantvad, Advaita, we were talking yesterday, day before yesterday.
Yeah, it's almost similar to what Jainism says. And actually what I was talking about is this Advaita Siddhanta preacher was saying about knowing and being. To know is to be. And it is not doing, it is only knowing and being. And it is so similar to what we have learned. And this is the Advaita Siddhanta came in the 8th century AD. And it is so reflective of our Jain principles from before, actually.
But what our Jain teachers do now, no, they don't teach the core philosophy, or rather there are few takers for the core philosophy. More people are interested in the rituals, in the practices and all these kind of things. So without understanding the core philosophy, religion is lame. Religion cannot take you far. Okay, and having the philosophy but no religion, then that religion, that philosophy also cannot take you far. You understood? So philosophy without religion is lame. And religion without philosophy is blind. Iske liye example you have of the blind man and the lame man, no? Both got caught in a forest conflagration and they did not know how to go out of the fire. They are experiencing the heat and they are running here and there. And suddenly they discover each other and they come together and the lame man sits on the shoulders of the blind man and the lame man keeps showing the way and the blind man keeps walking and they both come out of the forest. So here, now this 4 Gati is the forest. Kashai is the Agni. And Gyan and Kriya both are poles apart. They have to be united if they have to come out of the forest of Kashai. Right? So Gyan will keep showing the way and Charitra will keep walking. Gyan cannot walk and Charitra cannot know. Clear? Gyan can do only the work of Gyan. Charitra has to do the work of Charitra. Okay? So Gyan will show the way and then Charitra has to walk on that. Charitra matlab the Jeev has to walk on that path and then it can come out of the forest of forest fire and save themselves. Okay, so now you get a fair idea of what I'm trying to drive at? Okay. So now out of these 5 branches of philosophy, Anekantvad, Syadvad come under Jnana Mimamsa, epistemology and logic. Tarka, Jnana Mimamsa and epistemology. When you understand epistemology and logic, then your Tattva Gyan will be right. Your metaphysics will be right. When your Tattva Gyan is right, then your ethics is right. When your ethics is right, you reach the beautiful soul. Ekatva Vibhakta Bhagwan Atma, jo sabse sundar hai lok mein. You get all the 5 branches of philosophy just now? Who will repeat what I told, the 5 branches of philosophy? Can anybody do it for me?
So Anekantvad and Syadvad follow are the basis of epistemology and logic. If understood correctly and applied, that would clarify the Tattva Mimamsa, which is metaphysics. If the metaphysics is applied correctly, then ethics would be in the right direction, and rightly directed ethics will lead us to the beautiful Atma.
Correct. Very good. Understood now how these philosophies are connected, interconnected. So they are not diverse, but they all together give you the view of life. Philosophy is the view of life, and religion is a way of life. So without the view of life, without the goal setting, without the proper clarity, without sanshay, viparyaya, anadhyavasai, that right knowledge will make your religion right. And if it is not right, then it is a pseudo religion, kudharma. You are following Jaina dharma in a wrong way. So you are in kudharma, that is mithyat. You have not come out of mithyat. Okay? Yeah. Now I would like to suggest for all of you one beautiful book. Please read that book, Anekantvad Through Paintings by Manju Nata. I am so very crazy about this book. It is available in Motilal Banarsi Das. Please order your copy and get it. And there is going to be a lecture by her on 15th. We'll try to send you the link. But I don't know if you can send it on this group. You have to tell us. 15th ko jazz mein Shobha Madam lecture by Manju Nata is there. So there is one group of scholars called JAS, Jain Academy of Scholars. Me, Shobha Madam and all, we are members are there. We are members there, and we have lectures on Gomatsar and Pandavana Sutra and so many other things, you know. So you can also access those lectures. Okay, so very beautiful paintings, and it is a PhD thesis by her on the topic Anekantvad. Now, write down a few more things, please, quickly. What is it that all the jivas want? What is it that all the jivas want?
Eternal happiness.
They want eternal happiness. Nobody wants suffering. First point. Now, where is eternal happiness? It is in moksha. Moksha is not a place. It is not in future. It is here and now. Whenever you realize moksha, you will realize in the present moment. It is not in a far off land or fairy tale, you know, happily lived ever after, not like that. You have to work for it. And how do you get moksha? By coming on the path of moksha. And what is the path of moksha? Ratnatre. Samyak Darshan Gyan Charitrani Moksha Marga. This is the Tattvartha Sutra that I am telling you right now. So Samyak Darshan Jnana Charitrani Moksha Margaha. Now the Shishya asks the Guru, what is Samyak Darshan? So the Guru replies, Tattvartha Shraddhanam Samyak Darshan. Having faith in the Tattvas is Samyak Darshan. Then the Shishya asks, what are the Tattvas? Then he says the 7 Tattvas, which you have already studied. Jiva, Jiva, Srava, Bandha, Samvara, Nirjara, Moksha, Tattva. Am I very fast?
Yes, ma'am.
You
Yes,
want me to repeat? Yeah, again I'll repeat. What is it that all living beings want? Happiness.
happiness. Where is eternal?
Permanent happiness. And where is permanent happiness?
It
It is
in
It is in moksha. How do you get moksha? By coming on the path of moksha. How do you come? What is the path of moksha? It is the Ratnatraya. Now, out of these three Ratnas, how do you get them? Either through Nisarga Adhigama, inborn or with the help of Samyak. And what is that Samyak Darshan? It is a faith in the seven tattvas. Now, how do I get the faith in the seven tattvas? Write down three words. Nikshep, Praman, Naya. Understand the seven tattvas and Samyak Darshan through Prama and Moksha Marga. Understand the seven tattvas, Samyak Darshan and Moksha Marga from Nikshep, Praman and Naya. Tools. Okay, this is the summary of the first 7 stanzas of Tattvartha Sutta. Now you want to read more about this? Take Tattvartha Sutra, Sarvartha Siddhi and read. Beautiful text. Okay, now Nikshep, what is Nikshep? We will study later on. Praman and Naya is what we are going to focus on now. Naya. And the word Anekan is not there in the Agamas. It is developed later by the Acharyas based on the Syad word in the Agamas. Syad. The words for Syad in the Agamas, in the Shvetambara Agamas, is Siya. When Gautama asked Mahavir, is the world Nitya or Anitya? Ye lok Shashvat hai ya Ashashvat hai? So Bhagwan said, Siya Sasaya, Siya Asasaya. Siya means relatively. Syad means relatively. Relatively it is Nitya, relatively it is Anitya. I ask you, you are good or bad? You are a father or a son? You are an Indian or an American? You all know the answers, no? You are good also, bad also. At the same time, with respect to a saint, we are not so good. With respect to a terrorist, we are very good. Now, I ask you, this book is near or far? This book is here. It is near or far? You will say it is nearer to me, but farther from you. Now, I keep this pen over here. Now tell me, this book is near or far? The same book that was near a minute ago becomes far. This pen is nearer to me. With respect to that, this book is farther. You understand what I'm trying to say? The
Yes,
same thing, the book is neither near nor far. With respect to Priya, this is near. With respect to Malar, this is far. So with respect to, Apeksha is called Naya. And relatively it is near far, that is Syad. Now this book you can understand from many perspectives. From the time perspective, from the distance perspective, from the object perspective, from the properties perspective. So that complex that book is. The book is very complex. It is made of atoms, molecules. Those atoms, molecules are permanent as well as impermanent. It operates in a time and space field. It is a sub object. It is an object of knowledge for somebody. It is reflected in Keval Gyan. It has traveled through time. It exists in space. This book doesn't know it's a book. So many things you can talk about this book, no? So that one object has got many dimensions. That is called multi-dimensional reality. That we have to understand from different viewpoints. Now, I told you about the book. Now you apply it on Atma. You have to look at Atma from the Nama point of view, from Sthapana, Dravya, Bhav, Kshetra, Kal, Nishchay, Vyavhar, Praman, Nay, Nikshep, Syadvad, Anekantvad. So many ways to look at that Atma and get the knowledge of the Atma, get the experience of it, and liberate yourself. Okay, now at the university level, we teach 11 tools of logic. Now I'm going to give you the names of those 11 tools. I'm not going to teach them all. We'll be arranging some lectures on the 11 tools of logic, special lectures. That time you can be invited. Okay, write down. Can anybody give me the 11 tools of logic? You have already studied, Shobha madam. Yes, please go ahead.
Praman, Naya, Anekant.
Slowly, they'll be writing. Tell one by one. Make them, dictate to them.
Praman, Naya, Anekant, Anekantvad, Syadvad, Saptabhangi,
Nikshep.
Nikshep, Adhyatmaka Naya, and then Dravya Guna Paryaya, Nimit Upadan, and then Nayas from Agamas, and
363 schools.
Pashandi Naya, Pashandi.
363 schools of philosophy.
360. But something called Pakandi.
Pakhandi Mat. So all 11 she has told. Very good. Let us give her a big round of applause. She remembers what she studied 1 year ago. Almost a year ago. Yes. So all the 11 she has told now. Adhyatma Naya and Agam Naya. Adhyatma Naya are Nishchay Vyavhar. Agam Naya are Dravyarthik Naya, Paryayarthik Naya. Okay. So these are the 11 tools of logic which you have to explore and study. You know what one of my Friday students said? Oh, I thought we have learned a lot of Jainism, but now you're talking like this means as if we don't know anything again. There is so much more to learn. She had settled with Mokshmar Prakashak Rambadvarya. She thought that was the end of Jainism. And then all these things falls in her lap and she said, oh my God, so much more to study. It was very innocently she said that, you know. Okay, chalo. Now we'll do the Mangalacharan. Correct? Got me, all of you? Now let us try to understand. Beautiful Mangalacharan. I would like to sing it in Hindi. It is given in Hindi over here. And then I'll explain each word for you. Don't worry. जो एक शुद्ध विकार वर्जित अचल परम पदार्थ है, जो एक ज्ञायक भाव निर्मल नित्य निज परमार्थ है, जिसके दर्श व जानने का नाम दर्शन ज्ञान है, हो नमन उस परमार्थ को जिसमें चरण ही ध्यान है। कुछ समझ में आया? कुछ आया? चल. See here, I'll tell you how many stanzas are there in this Mangalacharan. 5. The first stanza is eology of the Shuddhatma, the self. The second verse is eology of Sudev, Dev. Third one is of Sushastra. Fourth one is of Suguru. And fifth is what he pledges. He pledges. The book that he is going to write, about it he is going to talk. Okay, so now let us see. So what is the self? See, he is giving the self more importance than Dev Guru Shastra also. You give importance to Paramatma. But Paramatma is sitting in meditation and giving importance to whom? To his own Atma. Right? So he is indirectly telling you to respect your own Atma. That we don't do. We end up worshipping Paramatma and we feel okay. And we carry on with our work. It is good, but not good enough. Right? We have gone to Paramatma, but we have failed to discover the Paramatma within. So we are in samsara. So what discovery is to happen? For that he is telling now how to discover the Paramatma in our Atma. Okay, so he says that each and everyone's Atma, Jo, Ek, it is one. It is one. Trikal, it is the same. It is Shuddha, pure. Vikar Varjit, there is no more Rag Dvesh in the Atma. Vikar, matlab Vikrit Karya is Vikar. Vikrit Karya. Jaise milk is rotten now, it is Vikar of that milk. So all more Rag Dvesh are Vikar. They don't exist in the pure soul. Now that pure soul is Achal. It will ever remain that way only. Param, supreme, Padartha. Pad and Artha. Pad means it is a supreme Pada and with full of essence. Padartha. Jo ek Gyayak Bhav. It is that one Sakshi Bhav, Gyayak Bhav. It is Nirmal. There is no male in it. There is no dirt in it. It is Nitya. It is Nij. Paramartha, Paramartha. When you look at it, the Paramartha path will begin. You don't have to become Shuddha. You have to realize that you are Shuddha. You don't have to become Nitya. You have to realize that you are Nitya. You don't have to become Nirmal. You have to realize that you are Nirmal. So Jainism is a path of realization, self-realization. First self-realize, that is Atma Sakshatkar. Swasamvedan, Swarupacharan, whatever name you want to give, you give it. Next, Jiske darashva janne ka naam darshan gyan. The darshan of such a pure soul is called Samyak Darshan. And the knowledge of such a pure soul is called Samyak Gyan. Ho naman us paramartha ko. Let me absorb in that paramartha. And let me absorb in it. And absorption in it is called Dhyan. Absorption in such a divine, pure, eternal soul is called Dhyan. Now, those who did this Dhyan, next verse. निज आत्मा को जान कर पहचान कर जम कर अभी जो बन गए परमात्मा पर्याय में भी वे सभी वे साध्य है आराध्य है आराधना के सार है हो नमन उन जिन देव को जो भव जलधि के पार है. When you say Naman, automatically your head should bow down to them. Okay, so what is saying? Those who realized such an Atma, Nij Atma, ko is prakar ka jankar. Those who meditated on their such a pure soul after pehchanna, after realization, jamkar, after absorbing, ban gaye Paramatma, Paramatma. So we are interested in Paramatma, but we are not interested in the Atma. So that means we are not the true followers of Paramatma. See how great Bhagwan is. He's not telling you worship me. He's showing you the great path by which you can become equal to him. Not less than him, not more than him, but equal to him. You know, see, a rich man has got an employee. He is an employer. He's got employees. He's so compassionate to them that he makes them his equivalent. Does any Tata Birla Ambani make you equivalent to Tata Birla Ambani? Huh? Even if
No,
they
ma'am.
give you a few shares and make you a millionaire, you will be grateful to them. But they'll never make you their equal, no? You go to the Prime Minister, he'll not make you an equal Prime Minister. So, but look at Bhagwan. He's showing us the way to become his equal. But we are telling, no, Bhagwan, you be there, I am here, fine. Don't worry. You're fine there, I'm fine here. I have children to take care of, I have family to take care of. How can I be Bhagwan? That means we have no faith in what Bhagwan is telling. We have no knowledge of what he's telling. And we continue to do Shubha Raga and we are happy with Shubha Raga. It is like selling the Chintamani Ratna and getting some tomatoes. Chintamani Ratna ko rakh karke टमाटर खरीद रहे, परमात्मा को रख करके राग को खरीद रहे, शुभ भाव को खरीद रहे, संसार को खरीद रहे. So that is cheating towards our own self also and Paramatma also. That is the Maya Kashai. We don't like our own self. That is Krodha Kashai. We don't believe that we are Bhagwan. That is Man Kashai. And we are greedy for Shubh Rag, Lobha Kashai. Understood how these 4 Kashai are operating in us? Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
समझ में आ रहा है क्या?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Huh. So don't mind this Hindi language, dear, but it's such a marmik Mangala Charan. When you understand, then only the real Mangal Acharan will start. We consider Mangala Charan, okay, 4 lines singing ho gaya, Mangala Charan happened. No. The Mangal Acharan and a Shuddhopayog wala Acharan should start in us. Okay. So, ban gaye Paramatma Paryay mein bhi Vesam. From the Dravya Guna point of view, all Jiva are Paramatma. But in the Paryay manifestation, it is different for everyone. Right? But every moment, the Paramatma Panaka manifestation is happening, but the realization is not there. Sugar will operate as sugar only, salt will operate as salt, Atma will operate as Atma. So every moment, the operation of the Atma is happening. The Gyayak Bhav is operating. We have not realized that we are. Okay, so he says that realization is sadhya. Sadhya means that which has to be accomplished. They have accomplished that state. That state even I have to accomplish. Aradhya, what they are worshipping, that I have to worship. That is the essence of all practices, Aradhana. Okay. Ho namana un jin dev ko jo bhava jaladhi ke par. They have liberated their soul and they have crossed the ocean of Jaladhi means Udadi means Samudra, ocean. Jaladhi means ocean of transmigration. Next one.
Ma'am, what's the difference between Aradhya and Aradhana ke saath?
Aradhya means worthy of adoration. Aradhana means path of accomplishment. Essence of the path of worship. Adoration. Aradhana means adoration. Now you have to take Niyam Sar. We have given you that Niyam Sar book, no dear. In that, go and see the meaning of the word Radha. Radha means Antaratma, Shuddhatma. Aradhana means Shuddhatma from all directions, from all aspects. Now, if you take the Vedanta tradition, Radha they say no, is Antaratma. And Krishna is the core essence of the Paramatma. So the Antaratma, which adores the Paramatma within, is Radha. And not adoring the pure soul is Viradhana. So be Aradhak, don't be Viradhak. Be Aradhak, don't be Viradhak. You can't do Aradhana, it's okay, but don't do Viradhana. You can't meditate on the pure soul, it is okay, but don't reject it as a pure soul. At least in your Gyan Darshan, let it be fixed that I am a pure soul. For this, I'll request you all to get this book from us, Pure Soul and Its Infinite Treasure by Dr. Jayantilal Jain. It's there on Amazon, Flipkart. You can get it. Pure Soul and Its Infinite Treasure. You have 1008 qualities of the pure soul. 47 Shaktiyan, ये जो 47 Naya है ना, ऐसे ही 47 Shaktis are there. Read that book, beautiful book. I take great pride in tell you that I edited it and got it published. I had requested, sir, please do a PhD with us. And he did this book. What he would do, he would sit at home, prepare for the lectures, go to the mandir, give the lecture, and go to the bank. He was working in the Indian Bank. He was a general manager of Indian Bank. He'll go to the bank, 1 hour, he'll give to the typist all the notes and the typist would type it. And that's how within 1 year, he finished his thesis. Within 1 year, he finished his PhD work. You understand what I'm trying to say? But the university took it only after 2 years. So then I edited it and I just fine-tuned things, and all his books, I do the editing. Whether it is Samay Sar, Pravachan Sar, Niyam Sar, Sallekhna book. So we have worked for at least 5 books by now. So it is from him that I've got my Samay Sar lessons and great Jain learning that I've got from him. So with all due respect to him. Okay, dear. So I'll strongly recommend that you all read these books published by our department. Yes, next one. So understood Bhava Jaladhi ke paar hai. Next is Stuti of Shastra. What are these Shastra? Now comes our Naya topic. Bhava Chakra se jo, I'll sing it for you. Bhava Chakra se jo bhavya jan ko sada par utarti जग जालमय एकांत को जो रही सदा नकारती निज तत्व को पाकर भविक जिसकी उतारे आरती नय चक्रमय उपलब्ध नित यह नित्य बोधक भारती. Write down the meaning of the word Bharat. Bha matlab Gyan. Bhanu, Surya. Bha matlab Gyan. Rat matlab absorb. Bharat means the country where the people are absorbed in discovering the real Gyan. And Bharati is a literature which sings about the glory of this Gyan. Ye hai Bharat Mata. Bharat Mata is actually Jinwani Mata. Bha is Gyan, Rat is Rehna. Atma ke keval Gyan Swabhav mein rehna is what this mother wants. So Bharat Mata, Jinwani Mata.
You gave us this exercise of finding the meaning of it. I think Padma Priya worked on it actually.
Yes.
About 8-9 months ago.
Yeah. So is it not beautiful to learn the meanings of the words? I really go mad, when I discover some meanings of some words. So I keep reading dictionaries and encyclopedias and all that, So I will say I'm a true Indian. I'm a true Indian. Okay, when I say true Indian means devote, and anybody, I'll tell you one thing. Now, India will not invade any other country, but if anybody invades our country, we will not leave them. Right? That means what? India here refers to Atma. Atma will not invade any other dravya. But if any dravya comes to this Atma, Atma has to get rid of it. Only then its glory is there, not otherwise. You understand how I'm equating things? India will not invade any other land, but if any foreign enemy comes and stays here, chuck him out. You cannot. I'm alert, I'm awake. How the soldiers are awake on the borders, like that we have to be awake to our Kashai, Moh, Rag, Dvesh, Vikar Bhav, Mithya Bhav, Viprit Bhav, everything. So he protects the borders. I have to protect my Atma ke Pradesh. That in my Atma Pradesh, no Mithya Darshan Gyan Charitra enters. Only Samyak Darshan Gyan Charitra operates. So, ये वीरों का धर्म है, कायरों का नहीं है. To protect your motherland, you need one level of वीरता, courage, साहस, strength, discipline. उससे भी कई गुना ज्यादा, multiple times more than that discipline, you need to be in the Atma. Understood? That much of vairagya, that much of detachment, that much of dispassion that a soldier has on his, he sacrifices all his comforts, rain or shine, he has to be there on duty. Like that, whether Anukul or Pratikul, I have to be on duty of the Gyayak Bhav. Like that, you can keep on. You can do one PhD on this topic, It's such a beautiful topic. Okay, chalo. Bhava Chakra se jo bhavya jan ko sada par utarti. That which will help the bhavya jeev to come out of the Bhava Chakra. To come out of the Bhava Chakra. Jagjalamay ekant ko jo rahi san. Which negates all the one-sided views. Jagjalamay, which is the cause of Jagajal. Which is the cause of Grahita Mithyatva. Which is the cause of samsar. Aise absolutism, ekant ko, which keeps rejecting. Nij tattva ko paakar bhavik, jiski utare aarti. Okay, the jivas apply the Naya Chakra and get the Nija Tattva. Okay, और उस निज तत्व की ही आरती उतारते, adoration. आरती means adoration. Okay, नय चक्रमय उपलब्ध नित्य. This Atma, which is a complex reality, is ever uplabdh to all the jeev. But we never applied the Naya. So we could not, break the Naya Chakra. Like Abhimanyu, the Chakra view को तोड़ा था, ऐसे हम ये नए चक्र को तोड़ नहीं पाते. और those who break it, they will rise to the level of Paramatma. यह नित्य बोधक भारती. नित्य बोध, that which this Naya, the lesson of Naya, always tries to make us realize this Nitya Bhagwan Atma. Nitya Bodhak Bharati. That Shastra, Bharati here refers to the Shastra. Jinavani Mata. Now, he is talking about the Gurus. नए चक्र के संचार में जो चतुर है प्रतिबुद्ध है, भव चक्र के समहार में जो प्रति समय सन्नद्ध है, निज आत्मा की साधना में निरत तन मन नगन है, भव्य जन के शरण जिनके चरण उनको नमन है. क्या कहते हैं, सो ब्यूटिफुल इट इज. भव चक्र के नए चक्र के संचार में जो चतुर है प्रतिबुद्ध है. Those who are very efficient in using this Naya Chakra, Sudarshan Chakra, है ना, उससे they kill all the enemies. Like that, ये नए चक्र को चला करके they are killing all the mithyatva. Killing matlab getting rid of all the mithyatva, all false viewpoints. जो चतुर है, they are very efficient in playing with this Naya Chakra. And because they are playing this Naya Chakra, they are efficient in breaking the Bhava Chakra. ये जो संसार का चक्र है ना, अंदर में घूम रहा है, उसको वो प्रति समय, they are every moment they are alert to get rid of the Bhava Chakra by applying the Naya Chakra. Applying or playing or using the Naya Chakra. Nija Atma, and by doing this, playing the Naya Chakra and rejecting all the Bhava Chakra, this sadhana they are doing, Nirat. Nirat means, Rat means absorbed. Nirat means detached from the world. Tan man se, they are absorbed in this and they are nagan. Nagan means here completely detached. 24 types of detachment. 10 external, 14 internal. Nagan is not the dravya nudity, but the bhava nudity. Atma is bodiless, karma-less, kashai-less. It is completely nude. When it is completely nude, it is beautiful. It is real. It is beautiful. Like a child, you know, when it is born, it is nude. It is innocent. It is beautiful. Right? And then all those things. So, tan
Ma'am,
man se,
what are these 24 types of detachment?
you have the 10 external parigrah, 14 internal granthis, 14 internal parigrah. One, if you want, write down mithyatva, 4 kashai and no kashai. Mithyatva, 4 kashai and 9 quasi passions. Mohniya karma. Ho gaya 14? And 10 external are your land, property, servants, animals, clothes, ornaments, gold, silver, all that you can read in your 5th
Yes.
Anuvrat.
Yes,
Fifth
yeah. Got it. Yeah,
Hmm.
now I remember.
Okay. Nij Atma ki, okay, Bhavya Janake, Sharana Janake. The Bhavya Jeev take solace, take refuge in such, what to say, ke Sharana Janake. The gurus are those who teach the Bhavya people the art of conquering themselves. Okay. Charana unko naman hai. I worship their feet to learn to walk on that path. Feet are symbolic of walking on the path. So I also want to tread on the path that they are treading. Without treading on the path, nobody can reach the state of godhood. See, I tell you my thing, you know, when I was small, I used to like Namo Aryantanam, Namo Siddhanam very much. But this Acharya Upadhyay Sadhu, I was never fascinated about. I said, no, I don't want them. I want straight Aryan Sadhu. But now I realize that without going through the sadhana, the achar and upadhyay, the gyan, how will you reach that level of Aryan Sadhu? So they are not 5 people, you know. They are all states of the pure soul. So to walk in the Atma is to be a sadhu, upadhyay, acharya. And to absorb in it is to become Aryanta and Siddha. Simple. So without the walking, how the absorption can happen? Clear? And more important than these two, I am that divine pure soul, that realization, dharma is more important than Dev Guru also. That's why you say Chattari Mangalam, Aryanta Mangalam, Siddha Mangalam, Sadhu Mangalam, Kevali Pannato Dhammo Mangalam. The Aryanta Siddha Sadhu are also absorbed in their Atma Dharma. So their Dharma, their preaching is more important than them. You understood, dear, what I'm trying to say? So Aryanta are Mangal, Siddha are Mangal, Sadhu are Mangal for themselves. But when I follow that Dharma that they are following, then I also become worthy of adoration. I become Uttama, I become worthy of adoration, I become auspicious. It's beautiful. The Chattari Mangalam You know, I'll tell you one thing. Namokar mantra. See, I'll tell you. Namokar mantra, Chattari Mangalam, Logus, Namothunam, and then मैं ज्ञानानंद स्वभावी शुद्धातम है मेरा नाम सम्यक दर्शन प्राप्त करेंगे मिथ्यातम नाश वेको. And these bhajans also, if I sing, no, my one samayik is over. What I'm trying to say. But mere singing of them without the realization is again Shubh Bhav only, no. Shubh Bhav only, no. We have not come to that Shuddha Bhav. Okay, chalo, come here. So, Bhavya Janake Sharan Jinke Charan Unko Naman hai. Now last, what Bharel Sahib is saying. Kar kar naman nij
नमन
bhav.
निज भाव को जिन जिन गुरुवर जिन वचन को निज
Sing.
भाव. Oh, sorry.
Sing, no problem. Sing, Shobha madam. Nij bhav.
भाव निर्मल करण को जिन कर कतित नय चक्र को निज बुद्धि बल अनुसार प्रस्तुत कर रहा हूँ विजयम. ध्यान रखना चाहिए यदि हो कहीं कुछ स्खलन.
Okay. Thank you. You sang it correctly, but the rag was up and down. No problem. Kar naman nij bhav ko. After having bowed down to nij bhav, and then jin matlab Jineshwar Bhagwan ko, then jin guru ko, then jin vachan ko. After having bowed down to my own Atma, then to Jineshwar Bhagwan, to Jinavani Vachan and Jina Guru. Why I have done it? Nij bhav nirmal karan ko. To purify my bhav, I have done this naman. And now, Jinavar kathit Naya Chakra ko. The Naya Chakra revealed by the Jinas, Nij buddhi bal anusar prastut kar raha hu Vigyajan. Oh Vigyajan, oh intelligent people, based on my buddhi bal, my Kshausham, whatever the Jinas have told about the Naya Chakra, I am going to tell you. Dhyan rakhna chahiye. Take it with lot of passion and precision and concentration and interest and shraddha. Take it. Yadi ho kahi kuch skalan. If you are not able to understand what I'm trying to say, please don't be cheated. Be careful. Carefully take it. Clearly understand it. Don't be careless. That is the meaning of this Mangalacharan. Got it, dear everybody? Okay. So now we will start. Yes, how did you all like this Mangalacharan? It is interesting, no?
Very nice, ma'am.
Okay. Chalo. Now we will start the meaning of Anekantvad first of all. Anekantvad and Syadvad. We are doing chapter 7. So I'll request you all to read just 3 pages of this chapter 7 and come for the next class. Just read 3 pages. And after the introduction of Anekantvad, I'm going to ask you some questions from Mokshmarg Prakashak and Krambandha Pari. Okay? Randomly, I'm going to ask questions. You all have to answer, and then we'll have the Gandhar, and then we'll close for today. Okay? Chal. Sabse pehle to, the entire Jinavani is coded in Naya. It is coded in Naya. Without the knowledge of Naya, you cannot understand the real Jinavani. I'll tell you my experience. Without Anekantvad, there cannot be Samyak Darshan Gyan Charitra. For millions of years, you do Charitra. Charitra matlab yatra, tapasya, puja, bhakti, bhavana. Blindly you keep doing without the application of Naya. We are on the path of Shubha Yoga. Once this fruit of the Shubha Yoga, Shubha Karma, you get it and exhaust it, we'll go back to Nikodha. Simple. Or you apply Naya, get the reality, come on the path of moksha and go to moksha. Or don't apply it according to your whims and fancies, you keep following, keep thinking, keep following. Now you will go to Devalok or Shubha Gati. After that, what? I'll tell you one thing, friends. People are more interested in rituals than in logic. They find it very, very boring. They will outrightly reject this. So you will be wondering why they are teaching us now in the second year. Why did they not, if it is so important, why did they not teach us in the first year? And then Chedhala, we are talking of 7 tattvas. Moksha Prakashak, we are talking of 7 tattvas. Vitrag Vigyan, we are talking of 7 tattvas. So why they taught us in 3 places about 7 tattvas? To make us familiar with those concepts. Now they are teaching us the logic so that we get the right view of these 7 tattvas. So then when you get the right view of the 7 tattvas, you get Tattvartha Shraddha and you are on the path of moksha. Simple. Simple, no? So Jainism is very, very simple. But we have complicated it. I would like to say something. I used to go to the Tana Street temple, no? Purushottam, where I live. Suddenly there was a very big issue in the temple. And the old trustees and the new trustees had big, big fight. And they have gone to the court. And then one of the trustees is my cousin. And he was telling almost everywhere, you know, I don't know in your area and all, but in Chennai, in Dadawadi, in Veperi, in Saukapet and all these places, everywhere fights are going on between the groups. Tappa, Khatar, this, that, this, that, this, that. Nobody wants to follow the real Jainism. They are interested in their ego, prestige, power, money, status, ego issues, all these things. You're trying to understand what I'm trying to say. You go to Palitana, you go to Shikharji, you go anywhere, you know, wherever this money business comes, there is issues. So one group was a trustee for 30 years. And then suddenly he only made another set of trustees. He appointed another set of trustees. Now they are doing everything very transparently. They have put everything, IT filing, all proper bank work, all giving the salary in check, everything they're doing clearly. But the previous ones were not doing correctly. So all their fraud has come to the surface and big fight is going. And in Dadawadi to, उन्होंने भगवान की प्रतिमा को ही नीचे उतार के रख. दो ग्रुप्स का झगड़ा में ये भगवान नहीं, वो भगवान नहीं, ये भगवान. Everywhere it is the same story, dear. So I don't go to these. See, no, and how are we going to teach them all this logic and all? उनको भगवान आत्मा समझने के लिए कितना मेहनत करना पड़ेगा. कोई कर सकता है? Anybody can help them? Anybody can help them other than themselves? Nobody can help anybody. So I was listening to one very beautiful bhajan, you know, कि इसीलिए भगवान ने अपने हाथ पर हाथ रख लिया कि मैं कुछ कर नहीं सकता, जाओ तुम तुम्हारा कर. You understood? इसीलिए भगवान ने अपने हाथ पर हाथ रख लिया, तुम जानो तुम्हारा काम. तू तेरा संभाल, छोड़ सब चंचा. ठीक है, चलो. बहुत मन में दुख हो रहा था ये सब देख करके कि इतना सुंदर भगवान का शासन. Such a beautiful path we have got, which is a straight highway, you know. And the Jeev is interested in Kashaya only. The Jeev is interested in Kashaya. And it wants a way out. So unless until you are thirsty for that reality. And until and unless you really want a way out of suffering, you won't get this path. You won't get this divine knowledge. You know, I told you about Ramakrishna Paramahams. One person went to him and he said, I want to have Bhagwan ka darshan. He asked Ramakrishna, do you see God? He said, yes, as I see you, I see God. He said, please show me also. Then he said, okay, come, I'll show you. He took him to the river bank and he put his head in the water. Now that person is shouting, please take me out, I'm dying, I'm dying, I'm dying. What are you doing? I told you to show me God, but you're showing me death. He said, how much did you struggle to come out? He said, please don't ask me. I was suffocating. I was about to die. So when you suffocate so much and when you're dying to get that reality, you will get it, not otherwise. Mar khap karke bhi agar lena hai to le lo. Because this one experience is going to liberate you from all your suffering and illusions and ignorance and perversion and everything. Okay, so with this, I would like to start now. So, coming to Syadvad. What is Anekantvad? What is Syadvad? I'm going to explain those words now, right now. Anekant has two connotations. Aneka plus Anta. I'll be giving 3-4 lines. Please write down step by step. Aneka plus Anta. And Anekant. An plus Ekant. What is An plus Ekant? Ekant means one-sided. An means no, not one-sided. That is one meaning. Got it? Got it? Now come to Anekanta. Now this Aneka Anta has two connotations. This Aneka Anta has two connotations. Now, what is the meaning of the word Aneka? Who will tell me? Aneka in Hindi means what?
Many.
More than one.
Eka means one. Aneka means more than one. It could mean two or infinite and anything in between. Understood? Eka means one. Aneka, that which is not one, but it is 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or many. Understood? Aneka, ek, that which is not ek. So it could be 2, it could be 3, it could be 5, it could be 100, anything. Now write down. When you say Aneka and then Aneka plus Anta. Aneka plus Anta. So here, when you say Aneka and it connotes 2, then the Anta refers to Dharma. And when you take Aneka to connote infinite, it refers, that Anta refers to Guna. It refers to Guna. And this Syad word, no, has to be applied in Dharma and not in Guna. The Syad word has to be applied in the Dharma and not in Guna. Are you able to follow little? Now I'll give example, then it will be more clear. Any doubts so far? Hello, friends.
Ma'am, you said if it is 2, that which is not 1, if it is 2, then it refers to Dharma.
Anta, the word
Second
Anta,
one refers to Dharma.
Anekanta, Aneka plus Anta. So Anta here refers to Dharma. Aneka, when you say Aneka is 2, then Anta stands for Dharma. When you take Aneka to refer to many, then that Anta refers to Guna.
Okay. So what is The act-
end.
what does dharma mean in this context?
I will come now. I have not gone there. I've just explained that Anekanta. Now listen to me. When you take dharma, this dharma will be paraspar viruddha dharma. Paraspar viruddha dharma, like nitya, anitya, tat, atat, aneka, eka, samanya, vishesh, bheda, bhed. You understood? Like you are good also, bad also. But can you say I am Gyan also? Then true, I'm not Gyan also. Can you say that?
Yes, you can. I'm Jnani and I know this, but I don't know that actually.
Yeah. So Gyani, Agyani can be, but sometimes you are having Gyan and most of the time you are not having Gyan. Gyan here refers to the Gyan Gun. Is any Jeev without the Gyan Gun?
No.
Right? So the Gun are eternal. They are not Paraspar Virodhi. You can't say Gyan, Agyan coexist. You can't say Darshan, Adarshan coexist. But Nitya, Anitya, they coexist. So Paraspar Virodhi Yugal Dharma, you need the word Syad. They coexist in the same reality. So for example, the fan is moving yet fixed. It is moving on the ceiling and it is fixed in the ceiling. So it is moving, unmoving at the same time. So these are the two Paraspar Virodhi Dharma. But the fan has the quality to give air. That is eternally there in it or not. That guna is there in it or not. Understood what I'm trying to say? Huh? So when you say aneka anta, two anta, so two refers to the Paraspar Virodhi, mutually diverse properties
No, legally,
coexisting in the same reality. So that is the dharma.
ma'am, legal
Anta
terms,
refers
vadi,
to dharma.
pradivadi like that, no, ma'am.
Yes, sir.
Legal terms, terms like vadi, pradivadi.
Huh.
Legally, they say vadi, pradivadi.
What are you trying to say?
Like that you are telling, no?
வாதி பிரதிவாதி ரெண்டுமே இருந்தாதான் கோர்ட்ல கேஸ் நடக்கும். Both have to be present.
Yeah, that's what.
But
Okay.
ma'am, when there is dharmastikai and adharmastikai, they exist, na? They are, where will you classify them? Unless there is a movement and a adharmastikai, the universe doesn't function, right? That's the guna of the dravya in this universe, no? So they are what?
I get your
Paraspara
question.
viruddhi or not?
See here.
Or where do they
In the
come in?
dharmastikai, nitya anitya are operating. In the adharmastikai, nitya anitya are operating. Gunas are there. The dharmastikai will eternally assist in motion. Okay, eternally assist in motion. But every moment it is assisting. For example, this pen was down. Then it came here. Then it came here. Then so from here to here, from here to here, the pariyai changed or not? The dharmastikai assisting the pen to come from here to here, from here to here. That pariyai has changed or not? So even though it is eternal, it is that moment non-eternal. You have to understand from Atma point of view. Atma, like the ocean. Ocean is one eternal substance. But every moment the waves of the ocean are different and different and different. No? Like that, the waves in the dharmastikai, in the adharmastikai, in the jivastikai, they are all non-eternal. But eternally the waves of dharmastikai will be in dharmastikai, of jiv will be in jiv, of adharmastikai in adharmastikai.
So is it right in saying that syad should be applied to the paryaya or the dharma is equivalent to paryaya in this case?
No. Don't mistake paryay and all. See, dravya gun paryay. There you have to see the, when you say syad, you have to apply it in, what did I say just now?
Dharma.
You have to apply in virodhi dharma. Like you are a mother also, daughter also.
So that's a paryay, no?
हाँ पर्याय में लगा दो, क्या कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ेगा? Yeah.
Because it's simpler to understand, na? Like you don't apply it on guna, you apply it only on paryay.
But that paryay is of the guna only, no dear.
Correct. I mean, all paryayas are of the guna, na?
See here, you have to apply this syadvad, anekantvad on the dravya also, guna also, paryay also. We are applying them to understand the dravya, which operates through the guna and paryay. You just have to understand that this word syad refers to bhi also. Like the fan is moving, at the same time it is also fixed. But if you say no, it is only moving. If it is only fixed, then there's a problem. If you say Atma is only Nitya, that means you don't know the Paryay, which is Anitya. If you say it is Anitya, you don't know the Dravya, which is Nitya. So
But
then you don't know
just-
the reality.
No, but just now you gave us a sentence. You said syad should be applied in dharma, not in guna.
See, correct. Supposing I say Syad means relatively. It is eternal, it is non-eternal. Can you apply the same and say relatively Atma is Jnana Swabhav and relatively it is not Jnana Swabhav? You can't.
No.
You can't.
No. But then how do you apply it to dravya guna paryaya?
Leave that Dravya Gun Paryay for a minute. Leave that Dravya. First try to understand this. That Dravya is complex. It has Paraspar Virodhi Yugal Dharma also and infinite gunas which are operating in it. Through the Paryay. All the three Dravya Gun Paryay are included in the concept itself. Now coming to the application part. The word Syad refers to relatively understanding the complex yugal dharma that coexist in the substance. For guna, you don't have to apply relatively. They are absolutely present in the dravya.
So you can't apply syad to that.
Yes, no need over there. Like for
Okay.
example, Nyaya says that Gyan is accidental to the soul. Nyaya philosophy says that Gyan is not the intrinsic property of the soul. It is external to it. Jainism says no. The Chetana, Gyan, Darshan are intrinsic of each other. But that Gyan is Nitya Anitya. Darshan is Nitya Anitya. It is Bheda with the Dravya. If the Dravya is the Guni, then this Gyan Darshan is Guna. You cannot separate the sweetness from the sugar. You cannot separate the Gyan from the Chaitanya.
So how can... So the statement that Jnana is Nitya doesn't apply to this.
Don't say Gyan, don't apply this Nitya to the intrinsic properties of the Dravyas. Apply it in understanding the complexities with which it operates. That is the meaning.
Ma'am, can we apply that in between amongst two different gunas?
कैसे apply करके बताओ क्या बोल रहे हो?
If I say that Jiva is in Gyan is residing in a Gyan Gun, but not residing in Darshan Gun at that particular Samay.
That should not be applied.
No.
That is wrong application. What you have to
Okay.
understand is that Atma is one undivided whole of infinite properties.
Okay.
Like the wave of the ocean is having all the properties of water in it.
Yeah.
The properties of the water are not separate from the wave. But the wave is not the ocean. The wave is not the ocean. In the
Right.
same way, the paryaya of the Atma is not the eternal dravya of the Atma. It is only one moment paryaya.
Yeah.
Whole dravya cannot come in one paryaya. Even in the state of Keval Gyan, the experience of the Trikal dravya is happening. But that experience is of only of one paryaya. Next moment, the paryaya is different. Next moment, the paryaya is different. But the Trikali dravya is, the paryaya is totally focusing on the dravya.
Yeah.
And it is getting the Gyan, Darshan, Sukh, Virya. Gyan, Darshan, Sukh, Virya. But every moment, Gyan, Darshan, Sukh, Virya is new.
Okay.
So not only Gyan, all infinite gunas are operating in the dravya same time.
Right.
And that dravya is Nitya and the Paryaya are Anitya. So these are the Paraspar Virodhi Dharma Yugal.
Right.
That is Anekanta Pad, that is Aneka Anta, that is two Dharma. But
Right.
that each Paryaya is having infinite gunas.
Yeah.
That is another meaning of Anekanta.
Okay. So we can apply Anekant, but not Syadvad in that case.
So now see, once you have got Keval Gyan, you don't need all this Anekantvad Syad, only bliss remains. But before, what kind of reality I have to determine and I have to meditate on? Every moment the Gyan Paryaya is changing. So I feel I will die. Then this Nitya Syadvad says that you are Nitya, don't worry, you will never die. Your Gyan will ever remain intact in you.
Right.
So you have to understand the complex, the Gyan that is Nitya, and focus on the Nitya, leave the Anitya. That is the Anitya Bhavana, Sharan Bhavana, all the 12 Bhavanas.
Yeah. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. Are you able to follow, dear? Anybody has a doubt, you can ask. So I have just done a prelude to this book. I request you to read 3 pages and come, we will discuss. It will be rock solid discussion from my side. I don't know how much you people can take it. You have to read it. Those who don't have the Hindi English, please get the Tamil version. Those who have Hindi English, please get Hindi English. See, what I'm teaching you, no Wikipedia, no Google, will give you all the material. But the understanding, the depth, you have to come to the class and you have to ask questions and help yourself.
Ma'am, this book is in English also, Hindi English?
No, this one's only in Hindi so far.
Because they didn't send this book, they sent only this Naya Chakra book actually. Can we just read this chapter and get the same information out of it?
Both are same.
Oh, okay.
They just took a slice from this is a slice from the cake. This is a cake, this is the slice.
So if you don't have that book, we can read it from this book.
Yeah, you have to read from there only. It is the same. I won't read this. I'll be reading from here. Okay, dear. So class is over for now. Now I'll ask you some questions. All ready? Yes. Tell me the name of 3 texts where Krambad Paryay ka reference is there. You have to tell me the page number also.
Kartikeya Anuprishta, Padma Puran, and one more Bhaya Bhagavad-Gita's movement.
Only 3, yeah.
Adhyatma, Narayar.
Pravachan Sar. Okay. Chalo. Now you have to tell me what is Krambad Paryay?
It is Krambatparya is autopilot. It is a predetermination.
Uh,
The meaning of Krambatparya.
It's, ma'am, it's an orderly sequence bound modification of the gunas or events
Oh.
actually.
okay, I'll give it to you all. Very well tried.
मैम आई हैव अंडरस्टूड जो जो जब जब जैसा होना है वो होके रहेगा. ये लाइन मेरे दिमाग में छप गई है.
Okay, now go one step. In my gyan, which gay has to come? It is fixed or not? It comes according to a sequence or not? In the
Yes,
morning, the thought to brush, then in the afternoon, the thought to eat, then in the night, the thought to sleep. It's all coming in an order or not?
Yes, ma'am.
You're sitting over here, suddenly you think of your office, suddenly you think of your childhood. So everything is coming in a sequence bound manner. What are you doing to bring them? They are coming. You are only a knower and seer.
Yeah.
And when you remain a knower and seer, your magnetic field of Gyan has the power to know the past, present, future of all the Dravya Gun Parya simultaneously. That is the power of your Gyan. You have never remained a Gyayak. You always got carried away by what you know. So when you got carried away by what you know, you did not remain a knower. So that you were a Viradhak. Now you remain Aradhak. Don't worry about what you know, what happens in your knowing. That is called Vitaragata. That is called Ahimsa. That is called Aparigraha. But our Jeev will every moment get carried away by what it is knowing. You leave every Jeev. You take one little child also. It will be curious to know what is happening there, what is happening there, what is happening there, what is happening there. See, you should have curiosity. I'm not telling you should not have. But first be curious about your own engineering, about your own Gyan Swabhav, and then go beyond that curiosity and become enlightened. How long you will remain innocent like a child? You were born as a child, but you will not die as a child. No, you grow up. No, so grow in your Gyan, grow in your Keval Gyan, grow in your enlightenment. How long you will be curious about your own self? You understood, dear? Childlike curiosity, innocence is important, good. But will that lead you to enlightenment? Yes, you have to have it at the initial level, the curiosity. And then finally settle in it and become enlightened.
But there is no end to Gyan, no. The curiosity will continue actually.
So you mean to say Kevali is curious to know what will happen in the next Paryay? Next Paryay of Gyan. Is he curious? Is he Akul? Is he Vyakul? If you're Akul and Vyakul, you cannot be Nirakul. And when you cannot be Nirakul, you cannot have Samyak Darshan Gyan Charita. So Krambadha Paryay is to make you Nirakul, is to make you Keval Gyani, is to make you manifest the Ananta Gyan potential in you. Make you Nishchint. What Bhagavan has seen, that only is happening. Main kya karu, so what? What can I do? Nobody can do anything. But this Jeev, since Anadi Kal, has this tremendous buddhi. Ekatva buddhi, mamatva buddhi, kartritva buddhi, bhoktritva buddhi in the wrong direction. A Gyani has these four buddhis in the right direction. And Agyani has them in the wrong direction. The direction only is wrong. Both are having the four buddhis. A Gyani has ekatva with the Gyayak, the Trikali Dhruv Dravya. Mamatva with it. Kartritva of it and Bhoktritva of it. Whereas an Agyani will have ekatva in the Gye that are coming in the Gyan. And it will have Mamatva with them. And it thinks that I can do things in the world. Kartritva and Bhoktritva. So the direction itself is wrong. So it is in Mithyatva, it is in Janma Mara. Are you able to understand?
Yes, ma'am.
So reading
can
from
we-
right, our buddhi becomes right. We also pray, no, Ishwar Allah Tero Naam Sabko Sanmati De Bhagwan. Sad Buddhi. Sad Buddhi means right buddhi. Haan, bolo.
Can we link curiosity to any of those Mohniya karma?
मोहनीय कर्म, क्यूरियोसिटी वहां नहीं आता है.
नहीं.
ये ज्ञान का दोष है. संशय, विपर्य,
Okay.
संशय है ना, वो ज्ञान
Yeah.
का फ्लॉ है.
Okay.
Doubt and all that. Yes.
But curiosity is not Sanshay, ma'am.
Not Sanshay, but when you have curiosity, you will have questions, you'll have doubts. That curiosity is very good. See, Moksha Marg begins with curiosity and ends with enlightenment.
Curiosity is seeking
Yeah.
knowledge, no?
Yes, yes, yes. So no, nothing wrong, I said, no. See, you go to school, but you forever you don't remain in school. You have the jigyasa, but forever you don't have to be in jigyasa, you have to rise to enlightenment, no? So having read all the Anuyog, having read all the Naya, now it is time to experience the Gyayak Bhav and become enlightened.
So you have to bring it to a conclusion.
No, at the same time, keep exploring. At the same time, keep exploring. If you stop exploring and you, whatever you have wrongly understood and you conclude it is right, then it is a lost battle. I know. It's a lost battle. You have to keep reading, exploring until and unless you hit the
Kevalya.
what do you call the dart game, that center?
Right.
Target.
Bullseye.
Okay, chalo, any other things? Okay, chalo, now I'm going to ask you. They use two words. That dash and dash also cannot change what is predetermined. Who are those two people? Dash.
Jinendra Bhagavan and
Arihant and Siddha
Bhagavan.
Bhagavan. Indova, Jinindova. Yes. Now, when I told the meaning of the word Sarvagya, I gave three meanings. Sarvagya connotes three things. What are those three things? Who will tell?
Can you say, ma'am? All-knowing Supreme Soul, that is omniscient. Every Pradesh of Atma is made of Gyan. And we need to do Purusharth for Kevalya. We need to do Purusharth for Kevalya.
See, first Sarvagya refers to all-knowing supreme knowledge. Sarvagya Bhagwan. Sarvagya also refers to every Atma Pradesha is Gyan. So do the Purusharth of Keval Gyan. That practice for 48 minutes is called Samayik. That practice for 12 hours is called Paushad. That practice for 1 day is called Upvas. That practice at the time of death is called Sallekhana. That practice while going on yatra is real Bhava Yatra. Like that, you have to understand the rituals. Now, otherwise, they are all Shubha Kriya without the Samyak Darshan Gyan. That same Kriya can be the cause of your Ananta Sansar. Kriya minus Samyak Darshan Gyan is equal to Ananta Sansar. Kriya with Samyak Darshan Gyan is equal to Moksha Marg. And how to get that Samyak Darshan Gyan only? We are studying through Krambad Paryay, through Anekantvad, Syadvad, and all those things. Okay. Now you have to tell me why this Jeev has Karta Buddhi. Why this Jeev has Karta Buddhi? Quickly tell, dear. कौन है? Why this jeev has karta buddhi?
Ma'am, in everybody's this thing, there is equal percentage of these 5 samvais, but the jeev doesn't realize that the Purushat has only that much percentage of role in that, and it tries to avoid. It doesn't understand the other 4 samvais which are playing a major role in anything that's happening to it. It tries to push away those 4 samvais and tries to do everything with its Purushat. That's why that Karta Buddhi is coming and thinks that I am doing and I can change the events. It doesn't understand the sequence at all. It doesn't understand there is Nimit, there is Kal, there is Swabhav and Kyati, Nyati, which are also contributing to what's happening in its life.
Shobha madam, this is one way of looking at it, but if I take this sentence as blow hot, blow cold, then I'll say exclude the 4 samvai. Just concentrate on your Purushat. Swabhav ke anukul Purushat. Forget the other 3 samvai. That will be a great thing. Don't worry about Kal, don't worry about Nimit, don't worry about what is to happen. Concentrate on your Swabhav and Purushat. That will be a big win-win situation. Okay, so that is the other way of looking at it. This is the other way of looking at it. But what I'm asking is a different question. Why this jeev has karta buddhi? Simple,
Ma'am,
one word answer.
Ma'am, is it because if the jeev has never understood or heard about the Kramvad Paryay, it will always think that I am the doer?
Or koi?
Would it be because of mithya darshan, mithya gyan
Of what?
of the self?
Yes. And then?
So believing that whatever is happening in the outside is because of his own efforts.
Good. I'll tell it like this. In the Swabhav, there is one Kram Niyamit Paryay. Okay. The Nimit also appear according to a Kram Niyamit Paryay. The karmas also get cancelled according or bound according to a Kram Niyamit Paryay. The Purusharth also happens according to a Kram Niyamit Paryay. Understood? The Swabhav, like let us say the ocean is in its Swabhav. The waves are coming one after the other in a sequence bound manner. Understanding that and becoming Sahaj, Nirakul, is the real Purusharth. You understand what I'm trying to say? Understanding that Gyan Samudra Atma and Sahaj mein Gyan ki Paryay waves are coming, and to remain just a knower and seer and do nothing is the real Purusharth. The world understands Purusharth as physical activity. But here, physically inactive and spiritually active is the real Purusharth. You understand what I'm trying to say?
Yes, ma'am.
That Purusharth has never happened in the Jeev. So Samyak Darshan Gyan Charitra has not started only in the Jeev. First, it has to be understood, then it will start, then it will complete. So, Asrav means not understanding this complex reality. Samvar means understanding. And Nirjara means continuously absorbing it. Okay, now I'll ask you one more example. I told in the Friday class also. I'll just say 3 words and you have to link it and tell. Sukh, Samvar, Nirjara. Sukh, relate Samvar, Nirjara with Sukh and tell me. थोड़ा गुड़ का पानी दे दो जल्दी से डियर. कौन बोलेगा? Quickly. Sukh, Samvar, Nirjara. Last question.
Ma'am, Sukh begins in Samvar and develops in Nirjara and completes in Moksha. I listened to that, and that's why I'm able to answer.
Yes. The beginning of Sukh is Samvar. The increasing of Sukh, Vriddhi, will lead to Nirjara. And Purnata of Sukh is Moksha. So that starting of Sukh will happen in the Nirakul state. When you apply Krambad Paryay, when you apply Anekantvad, when you apply on your own self and remain Sahaj, innocent like a child, Sahaj. बच्चा एकदम सहज होता है. A child never thinks you will have one apple and you will store 4 apples. But a child will just take 1 slice of the apple. It will not even hoard 2 or 3 slices of the apple. That little child. वो सहज होता है. It needs little, it will take little, it will throw away all the waste. Throw away the, it won't hoard, it won't store. No parigrah. अपरिग्रही होता है. बच्चा अपरिग्रही होता है, निर्भय होता है, निर्विकार होता है. That the child has no feeling of this is my father, this is my mother, newborn child. It will only cry for the little milk that it wants or whatever it is. Because that child, that innocence of the child is that Atma ki purity. And the crying and all is that Kasha is also there. No? 4 Sangya is there, Kasha is there, Karma is there. That will make them do all this. But you give that child a little thing, it will not hoard. We will hoard also, we will eat also, we will want also. So that childlike innocence is not there. So Sahaj banna hai. Go and read that poem on Sahajta by Bharil sir. There are beautiful poems, written by Bade Pandit ji and Chote Pandit ji and Bharil Sahab and so many people. Okay, dear. Chalo. So now you have to tell me the 3 flaws of Gyan. I'm asking from Moksha Marg Prakashak quickly. 3 flaws of Gyan.
Sanshay, Vipareya, and Anadhyavasai.
Anadhyavasai.
Anadhyavasai. Doubt,
Yes.
erroneous confidence.
Can you give me the English translation of it, dear?
Under doubt, cognition with error, and inconclusiveness.
Very good. Doubt, opposite view, and inconclusiveness, no clarity. So next class, all of you come prepared for 3 pages of that Parambhav Prakashak chapter 7 and 4th chapter of Moksha Marg Prakashak. I'll randomly ask questions from 4th chapter. Okay. Chal. Class is over, dear. We'll do the prayer and then we'll break. निज निधि निज में बताई यह अनंत उपकार है इसके लिए जिन वाणी माँ को वंदना शतबार. Jai Jinendra. Anybody wants to do Gandhara, welcome. Otherwise, class is over.
Jai
Jai
Jinendra.
Jinendra, ma'am.
Jai Jinendra.
Thank you.
Jinendra, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
What are the 3 takeaways from today's class? Do I have to ask you?
Ma'am, I just have a doubt. Can I ask?
Why not?
You were talking about that conflict between the trustees of this thing and all, but that is on a different level. The other day I heard a statistic that in Jaina amongst the Jains, the girls in proportion to boys are very less. And this is due to the himsa practices of infanticide. So when the basic foundational principle of ahimsa is not followed, then it sort of goes against the grain of Jains, no?
Yes, dear. Yes. Yes.
Did Jains follow this female infanticide?
Yes,
Did Jains follow this?
yes,
practicing
yes.
it?
That
Really?
shocked me as much actually. And that's why you were talking about Dadawadi and all, but we've been having 99 years of this Antariksh Parshvanath thing. And this time Acharya Vidyasagar went there to make peace amongst them. And he's given up and he's moved out from there. He stayed there for Chaturmas, and he couldn't bring them to see eye to eye, and he's left. So we are talking so much about all these basic fundamental principles, and we are unable to even follow the foundational tenets of Jainism. So are we going in the right direction, ma'am?
I would like to say a few things here. First of all, what Bhagwan Mahavir saw in his dreams, what Chandragupta Raja saw in his dreams, what is predicted of the fifth ara, only those things are happening. Everything is happening according to the Kram Niyamit Paryay only. Okay. Now, you have to read these dreams, dear. Chandragupta Raja ke swapna, Mahavir ke swapna, and Panchva ara, Chatta ara, how these aras will be, you know. So everything according to those predictions only is coming. So when we say at the end of the fifth ara, there'll be only one family practicing Jainism. There'll be only one family. So we are moving towards that. First thing. Second thing is, we are going to have the sixth ara, where total violence only will be ruling. So definitely non-violence is going to go down and down. Go down, matlab the practice of non-violence is going, non-violence won't go down. The practice of non-violence will be decreasing every day. Even though, see, I always say like this, see here, you look at the board 1 second. See, we are all here. Huh? So we have to move like this. Even though I'm moving up, I'm actually moving down. I'm moving up, I'm moving down. I'm moving up. So there will be ups and downs, but those ups are also leading to our downfall. See,
so should we just leave it like that, or accept the thing, or do we just say, okay, this is happening according to what has been foretold, so let it happen and not do anything?
I will say have all the three viewpoints. Where you can do it. Where you can't do it, accept it. Where you can make a difference, try to make a difference. After a point you see there cannot be any difference, then you apply the Kram Niyamit Paryay. In the beginning, don't apply Kram Niyamit Paryay. Do the Purusharth. In your capacity, what you can do to reconcile to groups. After that also it doesn't happen, then you will say, yes, according to Kram Niyamit, this was to happen. See, there is one very beautiful bhajan that we used to read, you know, Yadi bhala kisi ka kar na sako to bura kisi ka mat kar.
Correct.
If you can't do good, but see that we don't do any evil and abuse anybody to any extent. You understand? So try to do good. So here the Swamijis were there. They tried to reconcile both the parties, but the new trustees are right. But the old trustees, they have been, what to say, all fraud things they were doing. Now it is all coming out. They cannot digest it. They have been the trustees for 30 years. So they have literally closed the temple gates and everything, and they are not allowing, and they are doing all kinds of nuisance to get back the power because now it has become a prestige issue for them. The new trustees, they are very transparent about the things. They are doing everything transparently. And the old trustees have gone to the court, even though they don't want to go to the court. They can't give up also, and they can't take it also. It is like that now. So 16th, the result will come of the court, and then they'll know what to do.
No, but in all of this, ma'am, you said you got to be spiritually selfish. Like if you're trying to do a purushat for these kind of things, and in the bargain, in the process, you're collecting a lot of kashai, no?
Yeah. So dispassionately, you can be passionate, do it. If it is spoiling your peace of mind, be away from it. If you can handle your own kashai and at the same time handle that situation, then you take a leap. Otherwise, be out of it.
Like this infanticide in among the Jain community, the
I
first
think,
thing is
Shobha
Krodh,
madam,
na?
I think, Shobha madam, this is an old story, or still is it happening?
The present, the 2011 census shows districts where it has happened among the Jains, ma'am. The statistics is there. The census shows statistics.
But now I think we have moved on.
In one decade, 10 years, may?
I think so. There is a change in all these statistics. Now people are educated, they are well informed, they don't take to these things. I feel, I'm not sure.
We'll wait. This next census will come in a year's time, and because at least 10 years, the health reports are still coming. It doesn't have to be census alone. The health reports still say that there is the infanticide. And in fact, I was so shocked that there was one in the past 3 years in Tanjore, actually. So
I don't know, ma, but now after this Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao, and all these things, I think it should not be so
क्योंकि
widespread.
कितना दिन से साफ नहीं किया है
ठीक है?
ठीक है.
I would like to detach now.
Yes, thank you. Sorry, I brought this thing.
Jai Janendra, Jai Janendra.
Jai Janendra, ma'am. Jai Janendra.
Jai Janendra, ma'am.